Evaluate the function. Round your answer to 4 decimal places if necessary. So f of x is 3.7 times 4 raised to the negative x plus 2 plus 2.9. And we want to figure out what the value of f at negative 1 is. So we take x and replace that with negative 1. So we'll do that within the function as well. So 3.7 times 4 raised to the opposite of negative 1 plus 2 plus 2.9. So this would be 3.7 times 4 raised to the, this would be positive 1 plus 2, which would be 3 plus 2.9. And 4 to the third, since I just happen to know that is 64, I'm going to go ahead and replace that and say 3.7 times 64 plus 2.9. And I just changed the dot here for the multiplication to parentheses simply because sometimes a dot right here can be interpreted as a decimal value. I'm going to put this into a calculator to get my final answer though. So 3.7 times 64 plus 2.9. So 239.7. Now we certainly could have typed that in at any point and gotten the same result. It's just sometimes it's a little bit easier to do a little bit of algebra to simplify things first and then grab the calculator, because the thing is, if you take 3.7 times 4 raised to the, and now you've got to do opposite of negative 1 plus 2, you have to make sure all of that's in your exponent. So the opposite of negative 1, oops, so that should be negative 1 times negative 1, so that's the opposite value of negative 1, then plus 2, and then that close parentheses exits out of the exponent, then plus 2.9. And then you'd get the same answer, but certainly doing at least a couple of steps to simplify things makes the calculator work easier.